You're listening to the Reluctant Adult Podcast. If you like what you're hearing, follow us on social media and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. This is the way.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million.
This week from the internet, Playmates officially kicked off their Ninja Turtles farewell tour at Toy Fair. Here's hoping they have better luck than John Cena. Plus, with NECA producing classic DuckTales figures, life isn't just a hurricane, it's a full-blown Category 5 nostalgia storm. And Premium DNA has re-entered the chat with fresh pre-orders. Meanwhile, Earthworm Jim collectors continue practicing the ancient art of patience. It's the Reluctant Adult Podcast.
Don't you be a dummy! Buckle your safety belt! Think, Billy. It's morphin' time!
Oh, welcome to another episode of the Reluctant Adult Podcast. My name is Paul, and I am joined, as always, by the man who, live from New York, it's Bill!
Hi, everyone. That's right. It's been New York this whole time. Just fooling around.
This whole time you've been there. Whole time. No.
Is it still at the Javits Center?
Well, it is again, I believe, because we're talking. First of all, we're talking about Toy Fair. This is night one of Toy Fair, or Saturday night. I think it's not. So it's like Toy Fair. We'll get into it, but Toy Fair is not like a Comic-Con where you buy tickets. Like you have to be press or a buyer. So it's a little weird. People get confused.
Sure.
So I'm not really sure. But after COVID, they canceled it for at least 1 year. Then they tried to move it to later in the year, so it's not so cold, because it's always fucking cold this week.
Right.
Like I went twice back-to-back years in the early aughts, I think, or was it before that? And it fucking blizzard each time. Like this is just a cold time. Yes. So, yeah, they tried to move it later, but then they put it back. It wasn't working. So I think this is where it's sticking. I think it is in the Javits Center. But I don't know if it's becoming smaller or it's like... Because during COVID, obviously, companies started doing their own, conventions online, virtual conventions.
Yes.
So companies like Mezco do not go to Toy Fair. They just do a virtual thing. And then companies like... Let's see, who's not else isn't there? I think Jack Specific is not there because it's expensive to participate in this because it's a big deal. So some companies just probably feel like it's the juice is not worth the squeeze, as they say. So they do their own thing. But we're glad that it still happens because when you have the big companies like Mattel and Hasbro, and that's pretty much it. That's going to be like, there may only be one company in a few years. So the fact that there's at least two, cool. And then, NECA's still there. And there's some smaller companies that are sort of surprising.
It's like how Taco Bell. It's like how Taco Bell was the sole surviving restaurant in Demolition Man.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's just how it goes. I don't know if you've noticed. Yeah. The world around you, but you're getting fewer and fewer options, and that makes prices go up because if there's no competition. I don't know if it's the same with toys because there is always competition between toys and just like not toys, like video games. So it's not like, oh, here's an action figure Mattel, here's an action figure from Hasbro. They're trying to undercut each other. I think it's just like, what are people willing to spend at this point? How much can we shake them down for? But we're excited because this is night one. Most of the stuff was shown today. There may be some like surprises tomorrow. So the next show will cover all that and anything else that.
And it's not as much
that.
as you've said in the past. As much as it's a toy fair and a convention based around toys. It's not like an expo per se of like all upcoming toys. It's more like a presentation for the buyers and the distributors.
100%. It's not a convention in any way. It's entirely a place where the sellers
business goes down, right?
Right,
There are
business to business.
deals being
and
made.
then the reason you're seeing photos is because the press is allowed, because they press is a good way to advertise these toys for free.
Right.
And then press has sort of morphed into people who have websites and social media accounts, because that's what the press is these days.
I looked up the application tonight to see how you become the press for Toy Fair, and it's very easy. It's very simple.
Is there like you need to have so many followers on a certain platform? Like what?
I don't even think it's that.
To,
no, you just have to present credentials. You need credentials.
What are our credentials?
So I think the first one was you needed to have a business card.
Well, we don't have that. Damn it! All right. So here's the deal.
Right.
We were approached by at least one company this year asking if we were going to be there, and we had to say no, because it's Bill, I learned, could just take the train. Like it would actually be pretty easy for him. But I have to fly, find a hotel, and all that stuff. So I've always sort of been like, I don't really, But I feel like we need to get really energized about it for next year and make it a thing. So I'm saying now, so that I can roll the tape next year, you can bring this back. We're going to fucking be at Toy Fair next year. It's going to happen. If there's a Toy Fair, you're going to see the Reluctant Adult podcast there. We're going to be hobnobbing with Pixel Dan. And who else? Who else is there? Yes, Have Some. Preternia.
They're there? Wow.
All the friends that I reshared today on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
But we're not. Here's our thing. We'll be there. We're not going to take a single picture. I just want to see it with my own two eyes. Our content will be dead for the whole weekend. We won't be posting anything. So it'll actually
it should just
hurt
be
us.
pictures of us. It should just be pictures of us blocking the content.
Oh,
like standing
that's good.
Standing in front of it.
We were like photobombing, so people can't get good shots of Mattel's first line of Ninja Turtles. Oh, it's going to be a big one too, because it's going to be the first year that Mattel can put out Ninja Turtles. So maybe that's a good jumping off place to start with tonight. So prior to Toy Fair this week, it was officially announced Mattel will be taking over the TMNT toy license from Playmates. Now, Playmates held this license since 1986, since the beginning of Turtles, and they honestly are instrumental in getting Turtles to the place that they are right now. So this is a big deal, and it's sort of bittersweet in that Playmates seems to have been like really turning on the gas this final year.
Yeah,
like they didn't realize this was going to be it. They like had some things going.
Right. They finally started to take it serious, I think, with all the other companies dipping their toe into the license.
Yeah.
And them kind of taking a step back and kind of, they held on with the movie with Mutant Mayhem, but then all of a sudden, like nothing outside of that, and then they did the reissues, but then they start coming up with some really decent shit.
So the first thing we got, it's sort of funny because it's like their good ideas were like, hey, let's go work with another IP. They were just like, we got nothing internally. Let's go find someone else to work with.
That's not an old or that's not a new thing with
No, not at all. Yeah, of
TMNT.
course that's the thing
they've crossed over several times with trolls, in fact.
Well, sure, 100%.
It's long-standing.
Yeah, we saw lots
the
of
crossover's long-standing,
right? And that's kind of why I feel like this last year or so has felt the most like classic Playmates, because you get stuff like that. I can't find what was the first one I'm gonna call. Oh, the Godzilla one. Okay, let me see if I can find that. Here, no, this is Power Rangers. Godzilla is another one that's crossing over. So I don't have the pictures, but last week we talked about the figural bag clips of the Ninja Turtles X Godzilla line, and we were like, we don't know if we're gonna get Playmates figures of these, But sure enough, we did. And they have another set coming out, a series of 3. You get Donatello as Jet Jaguar. You get Shredder as Mecha Godzilla. And then Splinter as whoever the hell that was. Did we figure out?
King Caesar. King Caesar.
King Caesar. Does he have like a tree for a head? There was like something weird.
He has he has a tree for like he carries like a tree.
Oh.
As like a weapon.
Fun. That's
or
cool.
as like a symbol. But his Japanese character looks like one of those foo dogs.
What's a foo dog?
You know, the dogs that
F-O-O?
foo. Yeah.
Foo dog. Oh, the Imperial Guardian Lion. Ah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's coming out. And then we'll see if they do another set after that. It's entirely possible that they'll just keep going. But the biggest news from Playmates in terms of TMNT was we got the proper studio photos of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus or crossover with G.I. Joe, a real reptilian hero. So here we go. Now, this is just fun. Like, this is just plain fun. If you have a problem with this line, you do not like toys, because this is great. So you see the 4 turtles plus April. April, I believe, comes with that vehicle if those photos we saw before were accurate.
Yes.
A new figure that we did not see in those leaked PowerPoints. We have Slash as Storm Shadow. And man, that white and turquoise just is like, that pops. That looks fantastic. Yes. Good Lord. These are awesome. I think these came out
between
so
that and the
fun.
Destro Krang. Yeah, they're excellent.
So good.
They are excellent.
Destro's got some chrome looking on them, or really shiny silver plastic. Even Cobra Commander Shredder, I think, looks great. Like, I thought that was sort of a lazy choice, but, you know, in execution, it looks fantastic. Now, I learned today that Paul Harding is responsible, if not for all of the sculpts, several of them. And Paul Harding is probably the hardest working man in action figure sculpting, because he does a lot of the Hasbro Marvel Legends heads. So he's all, whenever something gets officially posted, he'll repost it and say, like, I did this. And he's been, sculpting takes a long time, or, the production process takes a long time. So he like worked on these years ago. Everything he does, it's like, oh yeah, I did that like 5 years ago. Like, it's finally coming to market. So these are going to happen.
A wild thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like, and then it's like for movie stuff, think about that. So then they're sort of like pairing this with the re-release of the turtle tank from the original Playmates line. And I think they're re-releasing those like military themed figures in a wave.
So they re-released those once before, but if they can come back again, that would be ideal, because those were very difficult to find. I believe they were a Walmart Collector Con exclusive, and they did okay, but then they sold out. They did, yes.
Yeah. So I think I saw them. Maybe I think Playmates has them on display with these.
They do currently.
Pretty good chance those are going to come out again. Well, I mean, at this point, anything Playmates can push out the door that they already have, like, in production.
Why the hell not?
Or like,
Why the hell not? Why the hell not? We have, I think we've got a confirmation that there's going to be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Snake Eyes Leonardo with Timber.
Who's Timber going to be?
And then he's a wolf. I think he's just a wolf.
I know, but he's not mixed with a Turtles character.
I don't think he's mixed with anything. Like, I thought
he's
maybe like
Razar. Yeah,
that's what I thought. But
we'll see what it is. Like, what makes it different?
Sure,
he's gonna Tiger Force colors.
And then
Tiger Force.
What else was there? Yeah. So the what are they calling the turtle copter? Are they calling that anything? The turtle fly? Or is that what we decided it was called? Needless to say,
the new one, yeah.
It's coming with accessories to modify Raphael, so he's Wild Bill.
What? That's crazy.
As a pilot?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why?
Like,
what does
instead
he
of
with?
like a different character? I mean, maybe if we could have had Casey Jones. I feel like Casey Jones doesn't get enough love with these crossovers.
Yeah, that's weird because he's not in the Godzilla one either.
No.
That's so bizarre. I don't know. But yeah, so these are really exciting to me and a lot of people, and I can't wait. And because it's Playmates, they're probably not going to be very expensive. So I think if you get one, you might as well get them all. Support that final
They look
year
good together.
of Playmates.
They look fun. They look fun.
They're going to be a lot
it's
of fun.
It's a fun toy.
It really makes me feel back when the original Turtles line was out and they would do these like crazy series of everybody's a scuba diver, everybody's an Olympian. And it just feels like that. And the fact that we get all these villains, great job, Playmates. Maybe if you had done this a year earlier, we wouldn't be in this situation. But as good as these are, this isn't something that Mattel couldn't do. Like Mattel is fully capable of
course,
reaching across the aisle. Like Hasbro, they've done Transformers, He-Man and stuff. So, I'm very excited to see what Mattel has up their sleeve. But I do think we need to talk about that because it has not been officially announced what that means for the property in terms of the other companies making Ninja Turtle toys. But there is this sort of growing speculation that companies like NECA, like Mondo, who make Ninja Turtle product in the States, might be more limited in what they can do as part of this new agreement because, we don't know any facts and they're probably never going to like officially come out and say what happened. But our thought process is Playmates probably could not afford what ByteDance or whoever, Viacom was asking. And if Mattel was willing to pay so much more, they probably got a little bit more. And maybe that was the ability to block other companies like Super 7 from making product that they deem too similar to what they would be putting out. We don't know that. But that, just sort of understanding how toys work and the fact that these are competing companies and they're competing for shelf space and dollars, that seems pretty likely. So we don't know what the future holds for other Turtles. Mattel might be the only game all of a sudden. Can you imagine that?
Wouldn't that be
almost
wild?
every company is making Turtles and then it's just Mattel. So I hope their stuff is good. I hope it's good. That'll be a real, landscape changing thing in toys. It's already a big deal. It might be even bigger than we realize. So let's see what else we had for Turtles. There was so much. I did not do a good job organizing my list here. I know that Super 7 showed off Reaction Plus Ninja Turtles. So Reaction Plus, you're familiar with the Reaction? They were like the Kenner Star Wars, and now it's like they're like the G.I. Joe Real American Heroes.
The Hasbro G.I. Joe, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
It's got like that's a weird. I mean, I guess that was the evolution, but not really. Like that if Kenner kept making Star Wars figures without that break, I don't think they would have become like the G.I. Joe body figures. I don't think that was the natural evolution of those.
No,
but
because they were out in tandem together.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
So here we go. I actually think the figures themselves look pretty good. These are the renders, but I think we actually got pictures. Yeah. So they had the prototypes or maybe the finished product on display.
Okay.
I think these look very good. Not something I want to spend like $20 on. And I know that's probably what the price will be, if not more. But I think these look fine. Fun. What I don't love is the card art for the Turtles. The way that they've chosen to display, depict their like beak face area, it looks sort of like Ziggy. Is that what I'm seeing here? Like it's like you have your face and then there's just like a nose. Like I'm not seeing it the normal turtle shape. I'm not seeing it there. Okay. So I don't love that. Don's not great either. Don just looks sort of weird. I don't know. And like, with the Reaction, maybe less so with the Reaction Plus, but with the Reaction, the card was a big part of it because you probably weren't going to open these guys. You're just going to keep them on the card. So maybe intentional. And then let's see. Super 7 also had the Series 3 of the 2003 Turtles, which we had previously only seen in silhouette. Now we have the full renders. First figure is Raphael in a biker jacket with spinning size, which is like the fun thing company does, like Thor's hammer spinning and Michelangelo's nunchuck spinning. I think NECA did them. The size look a little bigger. That was one of the big complaints about the first Raphael, is that the size were too small. Motorcycle head, or like two different motorcycle helmet heads, and then a smirking face. Fine, sort of like too early to be doing a turtle variant when you have so many other characters, but they're reusing probably the lower half, if not more than that. So okay. April looks good. She has a removable lab coat. It looks plastic, but it might be soft goods, but it looks plastic, but we don't really know. The family portrait is a choice. It's not exactly like a fun accessory, but okay. She comes with 3 heads.
I'm seeing the family portrait, but then what is that? It's like a watch?
It's like one of those, like a necklace with a picture inside of it.
Oh, a locket. Yeah, I thought from where I'm looking at it, it just all looks like one piece from the end of the locket all the way up. Right. I thought it was like some kind of key fob accessory for yourself. Yeah, and I was like, that is weird.
It looks like the porthole of a submarine, but it's just.
Oh yeah.
She has 3 heads, one like normal face, one looks like scared, and then one motorcycle or space helmet. I'm not really sure what that's from. And then she has some sort of blaster. She looks good. We need April. Han is a big figure. He again has 3 heads, one with the motorcycle or space helmet. Like I'm
helmet.
The helmet.
Lots of helmets
this
going
wave.
around.
I don't know. They're going into space.
They're all riding behind Raphael on the bike.
The one bike? I don't know. Is this like is this a camera, like a video camera, but it has like 2 viewfinders or something? It's weird. I don't remember that part of it. And then I do like that he comes with alternate crossed arms. This reminds me of the shredder that NECA did, the conductor shredder, where you could pop out both arms. Like that's the only way you can actually get them to cross their arms. So that's cool. He's gonna be a big guy. The price did go up on these. Instead of being 55, they're gonna be 65. Which is not great since most people are waiting for Amazon to clearance them to like 35. So if you're one of those, you gotta get them. You're gonna be paying the premium. And then the most questionable addition to this set is Raphael's motorcycle. So Raphael comes in a motorcycle jacket. It makes sense that they're gonna do the motorcycle, but it doesn't make sense that it's gonna cost, I think, $150 for the shell cycle. Because it's not a very intricate design. It seems
not at all.
Very simple. It comes with like some bases and some in the beginning, like the opening of the show, he like screeches to a halt and there's that smoke. Or whatever. So I think that's supposed to effects. I get it. And but not $150. So I don't feel like this is going to be technically it's going to be mass produced, but probably the lower limit of what is considered mass produced, because I can't imagine that many people dropping $150 on this, especially the way things go with Super 7. Like if you really want it, or if you just kind of want it, you're probably press your luck and see if you can get it on clearance. But if you get Raph with the motorcycle jacket, maybe you need it. But do you think he could even sit on it, right? Like these are not the most posable.
No, I'd say if you give a Hun the folding arms, you should have given Raph like a lower half.
Oh, that's
to sit on the bike. Yeah.
Well, if you included that with the bike, then maybe because they all are there skin tone? Is there skin tone? Are there skin tones? Are there skin tones? Is there skin tone? Are they all the same skin tone?
In the 2003, I believe they're all the same skin tone.
So you could give just a lower half, and then you could use it with any turtle, except there's no break point on the figure. I guess this technically the waist is a separate part, but it's not intended to pop off. So I would not feel comfortable doing that, and I don't think they should advise their customers to do that. But we'll see what happens with these. We don't know. They're not up for pre-order yet, and then it'll probably be a year from then. So we'll see when we see. At least Series 2 got out. That's a good sign. That happened. That's not a bad sign. Let's see. So that was Turtles. Was there anything else for Turtles that I missed? Any other companies?
NECA. I know NECA showed off
yes.
their next set of the Nickelodeon Turtles. So that had Slash, Splinter, and
Casey.
who else was in that?
Casey was in there.
Yes.
And Metalhead.
Metalhead, tiny. You forget
so-
how tiny
he's
Metalhead
so
is.
little.
He's a tiny
That was a
little
funny-
guy. Yeah.
That was a funny choice in that show. They really played with scale. Like, he's just a cute little guy. Casey looks fun, very thin.
Sure.
Look at those arms, Jesus. They haven't done April yet, so that's interesting. I don't know if they consider her like an anchor figure for the next set, or they just like don't want to do her.
Maybe
like,
they feel
scared.
like she doesn't look very toyetic. There's no.
Yeah, they'll have to
it's not
give
very
her
dynamic.
a space suit or something. I love Slash's
yeah.
giant mace. This is wild.
Yeah.
This is a really fun figure. Yeah, not a ton of articulation because you just can't really break up the joints. It wouldn't work.
Sure.
But those are very fun. I look forward to getting those. That'll be one of the a lot of NECA stuff. I feel like has finished. Like the Toon Turtles, they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
I know they started like Mirage comics and stuff like that, but that was never like something I was really invested in. I will be sad if we don't see this 2003 line continue, or 2012. Yeah, 2012.
12.
Because these are great, and there's a lot left to do. But as long if we can get this, if we can get one more wave with April and some more fun friends, at least we got that, and then we'll see what Mattel does, or if Mattel allows NECA to keep doing it. NECA also showing off Fortnite Ninja Turtles. Here's Shredder and the 4 turtles. These look good. I don't like that their arms are out so far. Hopefully that's just the prototype, and that they will be able to put their arms closer to their side, because that's just not fun to have them out like that. NECA had another Fortnite collab. It was the slashers. I don't think I have a picture of it, but I sent that to you.
It's okay.
So it's interesting that they're like trying to find new ways to present characters that they already like have the rights to by like branding them as Fortnite and giving them I think one had like a keyboard or something, a keytar.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I think that was Michael Myers had a keytar. Yeah. And then you had the jigsaw puppet and Leatherhead. Leatherface, not Leatherhead. What's wrong with me?
Leatherhead.
Leatherhead. That's Turtles.
Leatherhead.
I got Turtles on the brain.
Oh, that's right.
Leatherface.
Leatherhead. Leatherface. So that's cool. I'm trying to think if I want to start talking about Muppets now or save that for the break. Let's just get into it. So probably the thing I was looking forward to the most from this toy fair was NECA's Muppets, because they've been teasing them. We got that image of the 3 arms of Kermit, Gonzo, and Fozzie Bear. And it's NECA. They've done Sesame Street. Those figures are probably as good as they could be. So I was very excited. Even though I love the Playmates figures, I was very excited to see what NECA could do. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. So here's all of them in a group shot, and then we'll break them down. So nice presentation. They have the little Muppet Theater here. Great. You can see the first 3 characters: Miss Piggy, Gonzo, and then Manamana. And I don't even know what the characters' names are technically. Does it have it here what they're called?
Okay.
But the three characters from Manamana.
Of course. Yeah.
These also sculpted by Paul Harding, at least the Manamana people. So you might be looking at these being like, well, that doesn't look great. Miss Piggy, why does she look like that? That's not what Miss Piggy looks like. But what I think they're doing is basing these figures on the first season of The Muppet Show, where they hadn't quite figured out what the guys were going to look like. So here's a picture of that first season. Here's Piggy. Oof, that's a rough look. And then Fozzie looks pretty rough. Kermit looks pretty much the same. So we should be safe with him. But Gonzo, the story of Gonzo was that he was originally one of the generic Frackle characters, not Fraggles, Frackles. And then they made him like the stuntman character. So he got his own like personality and everything. He has his design. Gonzo's character design has been refined over the years. And looking back at him here, it's like, whoa, he was on rough times. This is one cracked out looking Muppet. Not the best. So
yeah,
I think that's what they're going with. But it's also funny because they made him a little like the eyes are too wide open on this figure.
He's a little cleaner looking
like
here.
So it's almost like a combination of two, and you really can't do that. You can't be a tweener with this. You got to go full first season, or you got to go like.
Well, maybe they'll do what they did with
Gonzo.
Big Bird, and they'll give you an alternate
heads. That would be good. Yeah. That would actually be very smart, because I think the costume, the purple suit, is what we got. With like they refined his head enough by the time he was still wearing the purple suit. I just wanted to show off. This is gold tuxedo Gonzo from the Palisades line. This was I think this was one of the Toy Fair giveaway. So sometimes, I don't know if they still do this, but these toy companies at Toy Fair would have like an event where the press would come and they would give everyone a little gift for coming, and that sort of became a way of like, oh, I got to go to the Palisades booth. I got to go to the Jax presentation because I want to get the giveaway. So I just wanted to show off how special I am that I have the gold tux.
You are special.
And you can see the head is significantly different from what NECA is going to give us. Just very different, but still in the tuxedo, not the gold tuxedo. But so I'm sort of wait and see on these. I do have faith in NECA because the Sesame Street figures were so good, and I can't imagine them whiffing on Muppets. Like that would be a bigger miss than starting lineup revival. Like if NECA messed up the Muppets, like holy shit. But I don't think that's what is going to happen. I think these are going to end up looking fine. Also, again, these are prototypes, so we don't actually know. Does not appear to be super articulated. In the image of like the teaser image, it looked like Kermit had elbows, but Miss Piggy does not have elbows. Gonzo does have elbows. So, it's probably just not feasible on some of these characters, like the Manamana guy, and the singers do not have them because they're so thin. But we'll see. The only other Sesame Street reveal they had was Super Grover, which looked good. Palisades actually did Super Grover, or they did like his like Clark Kent persona. That was very much toward the end of the line when they were going to try to start integrating Fraggles and Sesame Street and Muppet Babies into the line, which was like super exciting. And then it's like, oops, our company doesn't exist anymore. So that was bad. So there is a Palisades Grover out there that has like the trench coat and the hat, like Clark Kent look, and he comes with a phone booth, so you can change him in a Super Grover.
Wow!
So it'll be fun to compare those two. But yeah, so much more to get to. We're gonna take a quick break, catch my breath. When we get back, more Toy Fair.
Oh,
don't go anywhere! Don't go anywhere! Something very interesting that's happening in toys is that we're seeing lots of instances where two companies are making the same property, the same IP. We saw it with NECA and Boss Fight both doing Garfield as a Ninja Turtle.
We did
the
see
NECA
that.
one started shipping, and then I think the Boss Fight one's coming soon. It's like the same exact toy. It's the same exact toy. Like I don't know how that was allowed to happen. We saw at this Toy Fair. We'll show it a little bit later. We know that poor Boss Fight, something's going on with them. Everybody's stealing their stuff. Boss Fight's doing Hellboy. McFarlane is including Hellboy. I don't know if it's part of their Image collection because it's not Image. Is it Image? Is he in Image? I don't think so. He's a separate thing.
I don't think
He's
so.
like Dark Horse
Yeah.
or something else. But he's doing a Hellboy. It looks really good. I'm concerned. I'm concerned for Boss Fight. I don't know what's going on. You need to like work on your contracts so everybody's able to make your stuff. Another instance,
the McFarlane one, at least in the stores potentially.
Well,
easier than Boss
I
Fight.
mean, it's gonna be a lot easier. It's probably gonna cost a lot less. Like, there's lots of like I'm saying, I'm concerned about Boss Fight stuff. Anyway, last week we introduced the concept of Nacelle's build a bridge for their 112 Star Trek line, which nobody technically has the Star Trek, like the approved Star Trek product in hand, right? Like people got the bad ones, but they're still working on fixing those.
Yeah, some people got some bad ones, and then the Nacelle caught them in time, QC caught them in time, pulled them back. Now they're looking at like a March release again. I want to see what they look like in hand before I start jumping in and picking some of these up.
Sure. I think that's
been exciting. The communication's been great, just in terms of like the excitement around these figures coming back to retail, being available, and characters being new characters and stuff like that. So
it's funny, you have they're different. You have different aspects of companies. It's like I always say, if NECA's product wasn't as good as it is, they would be defunct because their communication is not great. And then you have Nacelle, who has amazing communication, but the product, not, so far, not so great. But they're trying. So if you could combine those two, you'd make like the perfect toy company. So here they had an update. Nacelle had an updated look at the first component of the bridge. So this is obviously still a very early prototype. You can, but like for size, purposes, you can see like how they scales with the 112 figure.
Right.
I don't know what they plan to do in terms of how the windows will look. Will they be stickers? Will they be like translucent, or like this whole control panel?
Well, they're going to be screens. They're going to be screens. Just so
like lenticular. Like what will this? But like what will the screen be?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Actual video screen.
Be like a display. It'll be a
they're
display.
They're going to have to do something to compare.
These will have an electronic component to them, and a sound component to them.
That's good. That's good to know.
I don't know if they're going to incorporate that technology. There were obviously these are based off of the original series. So the original series did not have monitors at each station. They just kind of had visuals, and they may have had a sticker, but it might have just been like a graph, as it were. It did have the main viewer screen, which did pop up like with a photo. Yeah. I wouldn't see those little TVs that they were putting out back in the back a couple years back, where they were specific to like a property. Yeah, that'd be cool technology to incorporate into the screen there. I know that Star Speeder did something similar to that for Star Wars,
played the whole movie. Oh, that'd be fun.
It did.
That'd be great.
So
I don't think that's gonna happen though. But
no,
I just don't feel like that. I don't feel like price wise they're gonna be able to stuff that much technology into it. But they're gonna have to do something, because now Nacelle is competing with Factory Entertainment and their 118 Star Trek bridge, and woo, look at this. This is much closer to a finished product. This is glowing. So there's lights here.
That does give you an idea as to what those screens would look like. But this is a complete diorama.
Back to Nacelle.
What are they calling it? They're calling it
a replica.
Replica.
We were wondering if they do not technically have the license for Star Trek toys. We know they have the license for Battlestar Galactica. Maybe this is their way of just like, it's not a toy, it's a replica.
It's a replica.
But
right.
you can
so
see it looks like it comes apart, put out a lot of replicas. So you can pull out some. Yeah. So this may, not technically be for toys, but if it's the same scale as 3 3/4 figures, you can imagine people are going to stick some figures in here. Now, are there any 3 3/4 Star Trek figures? That's not what the Playmates line was.
Playmates did put them out for the J.J. Abrams movie.
Okay, but
within the last 15 years.
No one's going to care about that.
Nothing new. Right,
so that's interesting.
Those aren't the original characters either.
So there's not any figures that would be in scale with this yet. Maybe this is Factory Entertainment's way of saying like, hey, actually, isn't there another company doing Star Trek, and they are doing the little ones because they're doing like the cartoon too? Didn't we see that from like someone? Because there's definitely another company. Are those 3 3/4?
So Nacelle, well, that's the thing. Master Replicas has the ability to make anything that's new. So from Discovery onward, nothing prior to Star Trek Discovery.
Scale?
I don't know if it's any scale, but I know they can only do the newer properties. They can't do Deep Space Nine, Enterprise, Next Generation. Those they can't do any of that. Can't touch.
So
it.
here's a question: let's say that this comes out, but there are no figures in scale. Who buys it, or who buys the nacelle one? If this other one looks so much nicer, but it's not in scale, there's lots of questions swirling around everything here. I don't know what people are thinking. What are you thinking as a big Star Trek guy?
I'm thinking, I mean, one's a display, but you can't display anything else with it. And then one's a display that you can display things in with, like a guaranteed display. Like things are going to be produced for the nacelle bridge. Like they've got Spock and Uhura right next to it.
Sure. Okay.
Those will come out. Yeah.
But what if it doesn't have like all the fancy lights and stuff like the factory entertainment one? Like, let's say...
Well, all I'm seeing right now are lights. And, I mean, realistically, those lights are almost too bright on that bridge right there.
Well,
that
they probably...
green and that blue. I don't know. I know. It's too... it's too much studio lighting.
It's like a pitch black room, and because they wanted to emphasize the lighting. I'm just saying, as an outside observer, this is a much more impressive visual than what Nacelle is showing off, and that's part of the journey and the struggle of toy companies is you don't have a finished product, but you kind of have to present it and let us know what it's going to look like. Like, you know, we love seeing the gray model, 3D printed, whatever. But if you're asking people, and this is going to be like a subscription thing, one a month, like.
One a month, but the sheer scope of it too. I think it's 40 inches in diameter. We're talking about the nacelle one right now. 40 inches in diameter. That is absolutely huge. That is a kitchen table.
Yeah, that's almost too big. I think that actually is too big. That's probably going to be a big deterrent, or people are going to start to get it and be like, "Wait a minute, what are we going to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this? I'm going to put it on the ceiling." They better come with things you can fix it to your ceiling, like a ceiling fan. So that'll be interesting to watch and see what happens there. Okay, this is another thing we got to get into. So we started seeing advertisements for these Contra action figures. Do you remember Contra, the side scroller? I think it was it Nintendo?
It's a fantastic Nintendo game. No,
yeah, that was really fun. I remember shooting, and they would have like a million. It had like a flying V, you know, like in Ducks.
Yeah,
the bullets or blasts would shoot like that.
Upgrade your weaponry and upgrade the spread of the weapons.
Yeah,
and there was a lot of flipping involved.
2-player, or at least 2 characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
So these figures were shown, and they look pretty good. They got all the necessary joints, and they got some weaponry. They come with they're a little pricey for what they are, $85 each. That's a little bit much. But then you keep reading, and you realize that these are being produced by Premium DNA, and we remember Premium DNA because they are the ones that produced the Earthworm Jim figures that a lot of people got on AliExpress, and not so many people got them who pre-ordered from Premium DNA. Now, as of 3 months ago, Premium DNA wiped their entire Instagram and posted a single image saying, if you previously ordered Earthworm Jim figures from us, you're going to get a bonus free Evil Jim figure. Now, as of today, nobody has got this. Nobody that has ordered Earthworm Jim figures from Premium DNA has got their figures. So the fact that this company is out there soliciting people to buy more of their stuff that you may or may not ever get, I feel like is a bad thing. And I feel like we need to make sure people are educated on the choices they are making before they give away money that they may never get back. Now, we do not want any company to fail, but we also want people to get what they pay for. The fact that this company, Premium DNA, has not delivered on their promises yet. I feel like you cannot move forward until you deliver those figures. The fact that it's taken this long and there's been no communication, That's not okay in any way. And even if you do end up delivering those figures, which has not happened yet, by the way. So, like, we're one step away from things being, like, kind of okay. Things are still not good.
No, I mean, they've left some licenses on the table, too. I think the Series 2 of the Madballs, they crossed over with the Garbage Pail Kids. That hasn't come to fruition. I don't even remember what was going on with the Battletoads line. Did people get Battletoads?
Holy hell. I don't think those ever got produced. Did people get their money back?
No.
I hope so.
I don't know.
Please let us know in the comments.
Well, it went so far. Remember, we were talking, so Barnyard Commandos, they came out, and then, remember we were talking to Brian from Nacelle Toys, and they became the official distributor of...
Yes, at Walmart they were.
Premium DNA's versions of the Barnyard Commandos.
Mm-hmm.
Like, unapologetically. They were like, yeah, we're doing it. They're a great company.
I know, and I wanted to be like, Brian, did you look into, like, are you aware of their backstory? And no? But in toys, there's always a company like this. I think there are more now because there are more, like, smaller companies trying to, especially in, like, the wrestling sphere. There's so many companies making wrestling
We've mentioned
figures.
a couple that are kind of having a little bit of a problem these days.
Power Town is the big one.
Power
They've
Town.
taken people's money. It's literally been years, more than 2 years at this point. But, you know, like, historically, we always reference Shocker Toys as the company that would be like, oh, here, you know, get your Max figure. And, like, they, you know, I think the worst thing that ever happened was they actually got toys in Toys R Us. So people were aware of them, thinking that they were legit. And then, you know, the not so much. But these companies tend to, like, come back. Like, you know, it's like the snake oil salesman. Like, they're always just sort of looking for the next, like, opportunity to like sort of like shake people down. But at the same time, it seems like someone involved likes making toys because these look good. Like, they're good looking things.
They do. Is that the?
But are we ever going to see him?
Is that Rocket Knight or? Well, I
don't know who that is. He's like a.
It was a Sega /
If Mega Man
Nintendo
was a kangaroo,
video game.
it would look like this.
Yeah,
with a sword.
Yeah, but I had it on Sega Genesis. It was the one game I tried to beat all the time. But that keeps showing up on the Instagram, and I'm like, oh, what's this?
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Premium DNA. Oh, it's back again.
I just feel like there should be someone that stops these companies from advertising new product until they've fulfilled old orders. But that's not a thing. We don't have any sort of oversight in this country, in this world right now. So we've given them enough airtime. Let's move on. We talked about boss fights, Hellboy. Here's the gray model of it. Again, it's nice to see these gray models. It's just not like the most like visually exciting way to see these toys. So I almost feel like maybe just don't do it. But here it is. And then this was a big surprise. McFarlane's Hellboy even has the coat. He even has the coat. It's not like a very high quality material, but it's there. He's got it. Here's a variant with the fire on his horns. Like, this looks good. Double jointed elbows. Like, the plastic quality looks a little more translucent than the Mezco version, and probably the boss fight one will look like. But like, if that's something you can get at retail, it looks good. It looks fine.
Yeah. So
I'm just concerned about what's going on with boss fight and why everybody's poaching their IPs. I don't get it. Let's see. What's another big story? Oh, shit. Okay. Going back to NECA. This was the first thing I saw this morning, and I was like, oh, this is going to be a good show. I came across DuckTales in my feed.
Woo-hoo.
Ultimate DuckTales, based on the original Disney Afternoon DuckTales. So 3 sets. Launchpad with Louie, Scrooge with Dewey, Gizmo Duck with Huey. What a fantastic way to present these. This is perfect. This is probably all they have to do. Like, who else would you do? I don't even know from that original, the Bugle Boys. Like, there could be more, but you don't need to do. This is
villains?
Perfect.
I don't know.
Sure, there's a lot more you could do, but what I think would be even more exciting is if they branched off into other Disney Afternoon shows like Darkwing Duck, Tailspin.
Ooh.
This could potentially be a huge
Chip
deal.
and Dale.
Seeing these Chip and Dale. Oh no. Would they be in scale? They'd be so little. They should do
so
both.
tiny.
They should do like, really plus size them so that they're all 6-inch figures, but come with the mini version so that they could be in the world. Gizmo Duck, I've always wanted a Gizmo Duck. We've always like not got it. I think the only one we ever got was the Funko one. Looks great. It looks really good. They're going with that like the cartoon turtle style and like the McFarlane Simpsons where they outline like the eyes and stuff with black, which I think is fine. It doesn't look like it's too over the top with these, just the facial features, because they are just, they're just white characters. So maybe it's hard to make out their features, like their eyebrows and stuff. I think it looks good. I think they look great. And these are hand painted prototypes. So the final product will look even more clean. I don't know why that happens. Why do the final products look better than hand painted prototypes? Who's painting the mass produced ones? Robots? Why do those look better?
It could be robots. It could be just mold, not like mold, but like the color.
The pieces are just molded in the color. That could be part of it. Yeah. So maybe these are all, printed out and whatever, and then colored. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, because I've always wondered like why. Like I was like, what is happening that the prototypes always like, because you have professional painters doing these. Like I would always think those would be, but you see like the paint lines and stuff. But I think the fact that
you got a little bit more slop.
Probably mold in the colors. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, thank you for clearing that up for me.
Sure thing.
So these should be great. Q4 of this year. So for Christmas, under the Christmas tree. I hope we get
beautiful.
Those. That would be great. Okay. All right, let's get into this. So I have a little show and tell this week. This is a quick break from Toy Fair, and then we'll probably get back to it. I've been talking about these blockies. This is Luke and Han as stormtroopers. These started popping up. I had to get them. Actually, it's sort of funny because I ordered mine from AliExpress, and then they went up for pre-order on like all the sites. Like Entertainment Earth has them now. Very reasonably priced, under $20. They don't ship until I think April. So that wasn't going to work for me. I needed them right now. So let me show you first what they look like when you open the box. So here's the box. Here's Luke's box. So when you order from AliExpress, the one thing you got to be aware of is they're going to ship it the cheapest way possible. And in this case, the cheapest way possible was to not even put it in a box. They just bubble wrapped the two boxes together and shipped it that way. So not that it matters so much with blockies because you're going to open them, but not going to get a mint box. So you open the box. You got a bunch of bags with sprues in them. Sprues. And then you got to get your nipper that Bill told me about. I got a fancy nipper from Amazon because I wanted to do this right. I wanted it to be like a whole thing. So you open up the little pouch and the nipper, and then there you go.
Oh, there you go.
See you can close. I want to close up the nipper. I can't get it to focus. I used to take my word for
Put your hand behind it. There it goes.
It's too dark. Why is it so dark?
It's better.
I got my light on? Yeah.
Wow.
All right, well, whatever.
All right,
you know what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's a very fine clipping tool. And that was actually a very fun experience. It didn't take too long. I did it. It took me about one episode of Bridgerton to do it. So my wife was watching that, and I was nipping my blockies figures to put them together. So I did Luke. I'm going to show you what Luke's looks like. I'm putting away my nipper. So I got to say, I love this figure. It is fantastic. Look at that head. It's not photorealistic, but it's a very nice, almost anime inspired, but not too much. Just very good. It's a very good figure. So your second question is probably, how do these scale with the Black Series? So here's one of my $10 Stormtroopers. Look at that. He's a little smaller, but guess what? Luke was a little short for a Stormtrooper. So I think that scales perfectly. I don't know if Han's going to be any taller or if it's the same body, but Blockies, Black Series, I think these can live in the same world. I'm not concerned about that at all. Now, I don't know what other characters they plan to do. I know they have Vader. Now, the funny thing is, Vader, you can see he doesn't have any soft goods when you look at him. So his cape is all plastic, but it's segmented so it can have some like movement to it. So I don't know if like the characters that have soft goods or would have soft goods are going to look weird in blockies. But for a character like a Stormtrooper, it is so perfect. It is the best. Now, we talked about if the helmet could fit on the head. No, because the hand is sculpted to hold it. It does come off, though. It does come off. It has like a little thing under there. So you can see it's kind of a...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of a funny how his fingers are.
It doesn't go on.
Doesn't go on. There's no connector piece. It's just, you can see it's just black in there. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
But I did want to show a comparison of the blocky Stormtrooper helmet with the Black Series. I think the blocky's helmet is better. Look at that.
It looks better. Yeah, it does.
That is better. That's really
better.
Nice. It's so detailed. Yeah. It's so detailed. It's crazy. The eyes always get me. No, it's not. It's like the perfect proportions.
It looks like a helmet. It doesn't.
It looks like a helmet. It does.
Yeah.
I could take the Black Series one off because the glue let go. Can I get it? I did it earlier. There it is. You can see he's got his head.
Oh, look at him there.
So put them next to each other. There we go. Look at that. Oh, that's not helpful. This is really exciting audio. Yeah, you get the idea. I love it. So the Blockies figure is great. I didn't see any new Blockies store or Star Wars at Toy Fair, but hopefully they do something. Because I am a big Blockies guy now. This is fantastic.
Will you be getting the smaller scale ones if you come across them?
What are they? What are they doing for those?
They've got the Mandalorian out, I think, currently.
Are they like the little Transformers that we have?
Yeah, they're the same. They're the same scale as the Transformers.
Are they $5? That's crazy.
I mean, they're not available in any stores in the States, as far as I know, unless it's like an import store. But
I don't know. I might. I just like I like these 112 guys.
Yeah, they're fun.
Can get them in. So fun.
If they keep doing the 112, I mean, it's a good time to get in with them, just because there's so few.
Here's how he scales with Action Verse.
Spread it out.
A little bigger than Action.
Oh, look at Action Verse.
We saw some new Action Verse at Toy Fair or before.
Some new Star Wars. We saw some new
Star Wars for Grogu, Mando, and Grogu.
Big push this week. Big push.
But let me ask you, how did it make you feel? The presentation, what they had to show. Did it encourage you? Did it make you feel sort of sad?
They showed off
sort
a
of
lot.
Sad about the state of Star Wars.
It made me feel sad that I couldn't get excited over these because of the price. I couldn't get excited over them because it's more of the same.
More of the same.
And
nothing new.
It's more of the gimmicks that they've tried in the past. We're talking about the first release figures. It just doesn't feel like
here are the
they're in the standard box, right?
But I saw the white boxes with the blue, and I was like, "Oh, are these in the holiday collection?" They looked like they were the Christmas toys that they put
So they're
out.
going to do the first to market, first edition packaging, and that only appeals to the person that's buying these to not open, just to say, "Yep, these are the first edition figures."
And it's not like those have done well on the secondary market, so I don't know how many of those people there even are. And like, what a lackluster! Like, if you've collected Star Wars, you have all these characters, save for the Sigourney Weaver head.
In some degree,
literally all these characters. Yeah,
but
so
it's just not
exciting.
It's not exciting. It's not.
It's not. No.
It's it's cool to look at, but like I'm not excited about. I don't even know if I'm excited about the movie so much.
This movie has a big problem. This movie has a real anticipation problem because we saw it from the Super Bowl. They had that commercial where you saw the Tauntauns, and it was supposed to make you think of the Budweiser Clydesdales. And like that wasn't even my first thought. I was just like, oh, fun. I know they're on Hoth in this movie. I guess they have a sleigh pulled by Tauntauns. That's cute.
Yeah.
But then obviously that was not even footage that's going to be in the movie. So imagine if people show up like being like, I can't wait for that shot, and then like they're not even using Tauntauns.
It's not there.
In the movie. Like, are Tauntauns even in the movie? Oh,
are Tauntauns? Is it even Hoth? Is it even Hoth?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. It might not.
Even be Hoth.
Just a snow planet. It better be Hoth. Come on. We don't know enough about Hoth lore that would have ruined anything. We just saw that one little part of Hoth. What if the rest of Hoth is like a bustling metropolis? Like, damn, they just chose that one like field. Yeah, the rest of the half of the planet is very.
No one's gonna show up on the snowy side. Everyone hates the cold.
Everyone hates the cold.
Nobody wants to visit.
Maybe
anybody.
It's seasonal. They just were there during the wrong. They were there in February, the month of Playfair.
Right. Oh.
But okay, so that Super Bowl commercial happened and people were confused. I didn't see, well, there was a lot of chatter about it, but the chatter was like, what is happening? What is this movie? What is this movie about? Who are the characters?
Yeah.
Who's the villain? What are we doing?
Quiet.
Why isn't this just a season?
So basically, it just sounds like, I mean, if we're going to talk about the movie real quick, it just sounds like it's the Mandalorian hunting Imperial warlords is one part of it, which we've seen already. But it's like, It's kind of silly. To me, you have in the movie standpoint, you have the fledgling New Republic, and they can't even take care of their Imperial warlord problem. They have to get a bounty hunter to come and track these guys down. They can't just get like a shitload of X-Wings and just hammer them to death. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. I just don't know.
Maybe it's just not Star Wars for me anymore. I think Star Wars.
I think it's just. Go ahead.
I just think it's not for me. I mean, it might just not be for me. It might just be one of those situations where it's like Star Wars doesn't matter. Star Wars. Yeah. Star Wars has been around for so long that people have their particular Star Wars that they like, and maybe their new Star Wars it's not for them. I've definitely taken a step back from purchasing Star Wars, mostly due to price, but mostly due to the fact that I have so much of it that maybe I should just enjoy what I have.
No, never enjoy what you have. Always strive for more. Oh. We're a show about toys. We can't rest on our laurels. Here's what's happening. Here's what's happening with The Mandalorian and Grogu. It's being made by people who are Star Wars nerds, but they only care about their own enjoyment of it. So there's probably some batshit crazy twist in this movie, like on par with the reveal of Grogu. But they're not gonna let anybody spoil it because they just want to be all like, ooh, I know a secret y'all don't know. And that may like ruin the box office for this film, or people will see it and then word will spread like, shit, you guys see this shit, it's crazy, it's fucking crazy. So
do you think this is Grogu reveal / I am your father reveal level secrecy and excitement? And
I would love to see Luke come back. I feel like there are some loose ends there that could I would
love to see Han Solo come back. Forget about Luke. I'd like to see Han Solo come back.
Bring them all back. Bring them all back. Why
they
not?
Can do it.
Get all three of them on there. We didn't get it in the sequel trilogy. Bring them all back. Get them in there. Have a group photo with Grogu.
Don't make it look like a goddamn Dunkin' Donuts commercial and do it that way.
I know. Just use the sea dance or whatever the fuck people are posting this week. Tom Cruise fighting Brad Pitt and all this shit. It's like, oh, it looks good, but I don't care. Like, you know, this is nothing. It really looks like it happened. Yeah, but you could probably really just do it, and I still wouldn't care because it doesn't make any sense. There's no context to it. It's not impressive.
Sure.
Like, we could see anything we want. It's not impressive anymore. You got to actually have some, like, substance to it. And that's not AI's strong point. I sent you that clip of Batman discovering that his father was on the Epstein list Did you
You
see
did
that?
send me that? Yes. You sent
And
me
they
that-
got the
that
guy said
Star
that he
Wars meme.
recorded. That's right, the meme where what is the context of it with Anakin and Padme? What is the original context?
I think the original context is just them talking politics and that they need some sort of system. He's like, they need a system where the two sides get together and like broker
right.
a deal, and she's like, that sounds like this and this. And he's like,
Yeah.
well, maybe it should be. And she's just like,
Someone should make them do it. Who's gonna make them?
Yeah.
You? Like, maybe I will.
right?
But anyway,
maybe I will.
You know, the final cut back to Padme. She has enormous breasts, like the meme. Like that's that's the joke. That's the other. The context they were talking about, like AI being used. She's like, oh, you're gonna use AI to like defeat cancer, and he's like, no, I'm gonna make memes come to life. And then they cut to her, and she has ginormous breasts. So that's the internet for you. Anyways, Mando and Grogu. I'm afraid it's gonna be nothing, but there's this little glimpse of hope in me that's like, oh, they're safe. They're like, these guys love Star Wars. This is like their first, because now they're in charge. This is it. Could you imagine their first opportunity to really strut? And it's a bomb, box office bomb. That could be the end.
Something.
They're gonna sell Star Wars to Mattel. That would be something. Mattel starts making.
Then
And then He-Man movie comes out and it's great.
It'll own a whole aisle. It'll be a whole aisle just for Mattel.
This is the Mattel aisle. Enjoy. Mattel has two aisles. They got Barbie right next to it. They already have their own full aisle.
That's true. Oh my
Combine
goodness.
the two.
It'll just be a Mattel toy store at this point. Put it
That's
out
the
there.
other funny
It's
thing
not Toys
about
R Us. It's just Mattel.
Mattel's are us. The other funny thing is they're bringing back Mando's original ship, the Razor Crest, which blew up, and this is like the new one, but it's smaller. At least the Lego set is smaller, and it costs more.
Sure.
So people are like, "What the fuck is happening? What's going on?" That's what people sound like when they talk. Okay, this was funny. So Super 7 just like started announcing all of these partnerships, and they had little graphics ready for all of them. They have Invincible, Visionaries, My Little Ponies, Furby, MTV, Shrek, Law and Order. I hope they do SVU.
This works under the same notion that like Marvel does, where they put out their Phase 4, Phase 5 announcements. Like a lot of these might not even come to fruition, or they might just be like one item.
Well, I think it'll be like a plush.
Like Super 7
even less
MTV,
than
it might be
that.
the astronaut. Yeah. Who knows? I
think we saw some like Beavis and Butthead like plush or something. So like they're gonna make something, but it's gonna be like a tchotchke. Yeah. It's not gonna be full on Ultimate. They're definitely not gonna be My Little Pony Ultimates. I would buy Furby Ultimates because Furby has appeared in other media. Like what was that cartoon? Like something versus the robots or something. It was like a family versus the robots, and there was like a giant Furby. So like you could do that. That'd be fun. Visionaries is interesting. I had a couple of these. So these were like G.I. Joe bodies but larger. So I wonder if these would work well with their Reaction Plus, because it's kind of the same makeup of what those were.
I think they I don't know if they had samples, but I think that's where they're going with those.
Okay, that makes sense. Do they have actual holograms, like lenticular, whatever? Or
I imagine they.
I don't know if hologram is a different technology. Do you really see holograms anymore? Is hologram like expensive technology? It's just like a sticker at the end of the day, right?
It's just like a reflective. I loved holograms. 90s and holograms are fantastic.
Oh, this is the best.
It's fantastic.
So we were trying to think of, like, just keep this ball rolling. What other IPs could Super 7 make? And I asked you to think of the most, like, obscure properties. And, like, off the top of your head, you're like, Theodore Rex. I was like, yes. I was like, yep. I remember this VHS cover with Whoopi Goldberg and the giant dinosaur. I never saw it. I don't think anybody else did either.
No.
Like, what is this movie?
I just remember the VH cover. I think she's a cop and he's a cop.
Yeah, it's like the future. Yeah, I read the little description to make the graphic. So anyways, I posted this, nobody was like, this is fake. Everyone's like, yeah, that makes sense. They're probably doing that. And then this one even more so. Mac and Me, which I loved as a kid. I saw this so many times. I never saw E.T. as a kid, but I saw Mac and Me a million times. And obviously
Mac
the clip.
And Me and you see Flight of the Navigator. Those two.
Flight of the Navigator is great. That was on TV. And then obviously whenever Paul Rudd is on Conan, he plays the clip where it's the kid being pushed off the hill and then the wheelchair. Right. So it has cultural relevance. So maybe Mac and Me is not too far of a stretch for Super 7. I'd like to see that.
I told you to put the Serbian film in there, and you just wouldn't do it, but that's okay.
Well, I Googled it, and I had more questions. I had so many questions about what it is. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Well, I had to make a graphic. I didn't know like how to visually represent this movie.
Oh, I thought you were just like putting in like do the logo and then cross it with Super 7.
I would go and find the poster or whatever like visual cue people would understand, and then I would give it like an example of like make it look like this. But I had to do a little. I couldn't just put the. I mean, I guess I could, but then I wouldn't even understand if it was good.
I guess I was not understanding.
I do a little
how the whole
work
process
with my
working.
AI.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
My workflow process. I went to the bin store on $7. I think it was Wednesday. Real good haul.
Yeah.
I found 2 more Law and Order classified sets. That Batman I found last week on the $25 day was there, so I picked him up. A McFarlane figure, Christian Cage from AEW. I got one of the giant skibbity toilets. Just because it's a big toilet. It'd be fun. And then they had 2 of the Carnotaurus reimagined dinosaurs with a real skin.
With the Devilsaurus. Yes,
I love that one. I had the original one as a kid with the dino damage, and I sold it a few years ago because it was going for like $200. I think it's going for a lot more now. I should have kept it.
Sure,
but I don't know if because this one's very good, and the only difference is like the legs are hard plastic, but the rest of it doesn't have dino damage. But the rest of it, is pretty accurate to that original one.
Well, you sent me a video of the bin store today from their own social media.
They live streamed the opening, and they're like, "Don't run!" Everybody's running. Everybody's running.
Everyone's just and I was like, I was immediately anxious. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Some gentleman had a full cart of, was it car seats for babies? And I was like,
so that I feel like should not be allowed.
That seems illegal. That should
not be allowed because you have no idea if they've been in accidents. Those need to be thrown out. They shouldn't even they should burn them. Like if people return them to the store, they should be burned. Like you should not be allowed to. Because then the people buying them, it's not like, hey, I got 2 kids at home. They're going to resell them to someone who doesn't realize that they got them from the bin store. So that's not safe. We need some sort of oversight in this country. What's going on? But yeah, they're like, don't run. And then you see people with carts like Jenga'd to the ceiling. And it's just a crazy thing. But it's none of the stuff I would want. Yeah, it's not.
Of course
not. I want to go once to see it. Yeah, nobody's like shoving Marvel Legends or G.I. Joe Classified in their cart. Just me.
I saw someone in a winter coat. I was like, what is this woman in a winter coat for?
Sometimes it's chilly in the morning. It's been very cold. It started to warm up this week, but it's been very cold.
Has it been 4 degrees down there yet?
Like 4 digits? Like 100, like 1,000 degrees?
No,
like
the number 4.
No, it's never been 4 degrees. Okay. Like under 10? Under 10 degrees? Is that what it feels like?
How many iguanas do you want us to lose, man? What?
I'm still waiting. Here are things I've never seen living in Florida 10, 15 years, whatever it's been. I've never seen an alligator out in the wild. I've never seen it. I've never seen an iguana fall from a tree. These are things that everyone else has experienced, but I've not experienced.
Yeah.
Someday, NECA, let's go back to them. Another pre-Toy Fair announcement. They posted a photo of an 8-inch clothed penguin from Batman Returns. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. They've done like 18-inch penguins, so I guess, whatever. I don't know. I didn't think it looked that hot. Then they did an 8-inch Catwoman with an alternate, like, messed up head. I was like, okay, also not great. Like, the body type is not really working for, trying to portray that character, but okay. And then they obviously had Batman. And I don't know how to feel about this because I feel like the pants are the funniest part. Because they're just like sweatpants, like
they look like sweatpants.
What could you do?
What?
It's cloth.
You can't do much.
That's all you can
do. Much.
These are $40, which is not crazy considering
No,
Ultimate figures are
but
like
they don't
35.
look. They look soft, is what they look like. The portraits don't look.
I just don't know why they need to
fantastic.
exist. I just don't know why they need to exist. Like, who is this market? Like, are there like Mego collectors that are
I
like?
think it's
really
I
want
think
more
I think
stuff
it
to
leans
scale.
towards the Mego people. Yeah, I think it leans towards Mego.
I don't know. Here's the thing. Whenever NECA does one of these 8-inch clothed figures, I feel like they're doing it because they don't want to invest in doing a fully sculpted, like, normal figure. And it's cheaper because the body is the same base body. They just have to do the soft goods. That's what I think. But I guess NECA doesn't have the rights to do 6-inch Batman, right? Because that's McFarlane.
Right.
So maybe this is like just the only way they can do. I guess
The
that's it.
workaround.
We solved it. We solved it. Because I was gonna be like, they've already done this, but no, they haven't. They can't.
Yeah, they want that
McFarlane
piece
has
of the
done it.
pie,
We have
but
those.
This is it.
Sure.
Sure.
But they have done a 6-inch one because they did that VHS one, and then they figured out a workaround where if they released the normal colors one with a Blu-ray or some bullshit like that, they could do it. That was they figured it out. They are really good at working the system. But
this just seems kind of like oh, you know, you can't get the McFarlane one that you really want. Well, here's our version for $5 more. And what's this? It's got cloth, so it's kind of like a doll.
Figures. Yeah, it's kind of like a doll. I mean, the McFarlane one has a cloth cape, so it's kind of like a doll too. I don't know. I feel like I might get Batman just to see, but I don't think the Penguin even looks good. And then I don't like that Catwoman alternate head, and then like the hips are weird because it's the doll, and it's just not what her. You know, it's not what she looked like in the movie. Like it's the silhouette is all wrong. So I don't know. It's weird. We should probably talk about Marvel Legends because people like that. So Hasbro revealed a new wave of Secret Wars. This is not exciting to me. People were very excited about the Daredevil figure, which I think is a new body sculpt, because instead of having the ab crunch, it has like the torso rocker joint. So I feel like that helps the sculpt look better.
Yeah.
He comes with a funny like accessory to make it look like the concentric circles around his head, like he's like sensing something. That's kind of fun, I guess. I don't know.
It's fun.
So he's sold out everywhere, but you can still get Magic and
is he?
Constrictor and Falcon. Maybe Spider-Man.
Well,
Spider-Man's the other
Falcon
weird
always
one.
Sticks around. Yeah.
Yeah, poor Falcon. I don't know why they keep making it.
I feel like Marvel Legends, I feel like it's always just like a game of upgrades. Like it's up, here comes the next one. Here comes the next one. Oh, this one's different. Like they've got a new...
doing backflip.
Yeah.
It looks fine.
But then immediately people are trying to unload their older versions that they're not keeping them. They're just like, just chasing the next best thing.
Somebody posted a picture from an eBay message where they said they were selling the old Absorbing Man.
Yeah.
And then, because they thought this new one was going to be so much better, but then they saw it and they're like, nah, that old one's better. Because the new one, the body is new. The body is better, but he doesn't come with alternate arms. So he's not showing off his power, his abilities at all.
Right.
He just has normal arms. There's nothing to show he's absorbing. He's just man. He's not absorbing man.
Another one was someone was trying
on
one of the Facebook groups. Someone was trying to unload their old version of Onslaught.
Yeah.
So he comes with what, that giant wrecking ball.
Yeah, a ball. You know, it's a good sculpt. It just like doesn't have the alternate hands. It's like he absorbed Robin Williams' forearm hair, but that's about it. Another Paul Harding sculpt. I mean, it looks good. It just doesn't have like it's, you know, again, these are toys. You got to have some sort of like, you know, the fun part of this character is that he can absorb anything. So maybe they'll do a version that's like completely absorbed. Maybe that's the workaround. But I don't know how easily you can flop those arms around.
Self-absorbed.
He's so self-absorbed.
Yeah.
He should be like the mascot of our show. He's self-absorbed. And then the Spider-Man is interesting because in the Secret Wars, it was all about the black costume. And they already did that.
Sure.
So this is him getting the black costume. But, you know, he got the black costume because his suit got all messed up. And the only damage on this one is he's got like a tear on his other arm. So he's like, that's too much. I'm not presentable enough. Let me pour this
Yeah.
alien goo on me.
Oh.
And then people were talking about the buck it uses, and they were using, it's funny when they talk about Marvel Legends because they'll use abbreviations, and they were saying, what is it, RUV, and I was like, what the hell is that? But it stands for Renew Your Vows, which was a 2-pack that came with Mary Jane. So that a lot of people thought was the best Spider-Man Marvel Legends figure, other than the Maximum figure.
Yeah.
So either this one is that body, or the Black Series was, or there's like Amazing Adventures, which is like an older looking Spider-Man with the web like under his arms. Something. People know these figures inside and out. I do not. I think it looks cool, but it's also kind of a weird standalone figure because it's like, okay,
Yeah,
well,
no, it's a cool concept.
He's like in the process of, like, if he
Yeah,
came with
like,
more pieces that you could like make him the full Venom or black suit.
Right.
But
They're doing a lot with like conflicting, like he's all for getting the black suit, and then like there's other versions where he's like, no, this is taking over me. It's like, well, which one do you want?
Yeah, that's right. He's like, what's happening?
You're more than welcome to
And then
have
he's
either
like,
one.
Oh, I look cool. I'm
I
posing.
have the power.
Look at me.
Oh yes, right.
Look at me. I'm like baseball sliding in here. Yeah.
This one's like, oh,
But
it's too much.
It'll do well. It'll sell well. I don't know who these guys are, but I thought this was a very funny.
Those are Daredevil
very
characters.
unique.
That's
Like,
I
who
believe
the
this
hell?
this gentleman
Well, that's
with the
Bullseye, at
blood
least.
stain is one of the is the current villain in the second season of this
That
new
looks like
Daredevil show
that
they've
guy
got
that
out.
Jason. That guy looks like that character Jason David Frank played in like some fan film. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know if that's it, because why would that be a Marvel character? But comes with some bloody machetes. That's kind of like
Very
extreme
bloody.
for Marvel Legends. I don't think this will be sold at Target. Get your bloody bat, bloody baseball bat.
Oh my goodness.
They're like, fuck it, this line's not for kids anymore. Do whatever the hell you
Nope.
want. Have an
Yeah.
eye popping
Kids
out of
aren't
a
buying
socket or
this.
something.
Make it McFarlane.
Kids aren't buying this shit. Bloody everything. Taking a cue from Mattel's WWE stuff. They're just fighting Daredevil. Like, machete is such a specific weapon, because it's like, if it has blood on it, who did he just chop up? He's only fighting Daredevil. Is he just not
Right.
clean it every time?
His hands are all bloody.
Why are your hands
Who
so
the hell
bloody,
is this
bro?
character?
What's
This
going
guy,
on?
What is his name? That's gonna bother me.
His name is Muse.
It is Muse. Okay, that's what I
Got
was.
suspenders,
I thought I
but
was
no
thinking about
shirt.
it.
I don't know.
Oh, so he's all just like
Very
white
neat.
like that? Okay, it's not a shirt.
I guess. I don't know if this
Oh.
is skin. Maybe this is like a onesie.
Oh,
and they
man.
put jeans over it. And then you mentioned Onslaught. So this was a previous
Yes.
Build-A-Figure. Very similar to the Build-A-Figure. They painted the hands, and I think the gem is a different color. But
Right.
not a huge upgrade, especially if you have the first one.
No.
Here's a X-Men 97 Archangel.
Yep.
Looks
This
good.
was the big almost disappointment for the Marvel Legends community, whereas they were expecting Beast, and they gave us Archangel.
That sucks. Yeah, that is.
I think
that-
someone
that is
mentioned
a
they're
big
like, oh, of
letdown.
course they give us the character who had like 2 seconds of screen time in the new show.
Was he just like at a cutaway, like at the party?
He was, yeah.
It's not fair. Did he have this big gun? Is this from Cable? Is this Cable's gun? This is Cable's gun. It's the same gun that Cable comes with.
Oh, okay.
Reuse. That doesn't even make any sense. Did he take it from him? Maybe that happened. I don't know. I've never been an Angel fan. I don't know. I don't get it. I didn't like the Toy Biz figure with his little flappy wings and the missiles. You had to like flick.
The
I didn't
missiles
like you
that
had to
you
flick
flick
the
out?
missiles. That's such a bad
Yeah.
idea.
Did you
Just don't do it.
prefer the second version where he didn't have the mask over his head and he had just the blonde hair and the flappy wings?
Yes. I feel like I had all of those and I didn't like any of them.
Sure.
And then they would use that body for all of like the figures that didn't have a specific look. Like that body would just show
Yes.
up. When they would do those multi-packs they sold at BJ's, like half the characters would use that sculpt.
Oh, here's one
Very
for you. So I'm at Target the other day and they had new Marvel Legends, and you know what they all were? They were all the owl. They must have had like 8
Oh,
packages of just
looking
the
for
owl.
him.
Oh,
the only one I
well, I
couldn't
got plenty
find.
up here.
send them now.
8 of them. Okay, he'll fly on
I
down.
need exactly 8 owls. That's perfect. We got to get this in. G.I. Joe, they showed off some new classified. What the hell is this? Is this a dinosaur? Why does he have dinosaurs?
They're genetically engineered, brought back from the past.
Is this
dinosaurs.
new? Is this from Sigma 6? I don't remember this era of G.I. Joe.
It's gone wacky. Do I? I had to look up this
wacky.
gentleman's name. They're coming out. There's going to be a pre-order drop on all these on the 17th.
Okay.
Just right around the corner.
Well, I'm gonna wait for them to be at the bin store.
The Pixel Dan Zartan is a Target exclusive.
That feels right. I don't know why. That feels right to me.
Does it?
There's something about that. It feels right. Not Walmart, but for it to be a Target, I feel like that feels right.
No, Walmart's getting those the Dyer, all the ones with the ghost essence.
Oh yeah.
With the green. So they got Crystal Ball, and then they got the 2-pack with the Beast, the Wolf. And now they have like a soldier, and I don't have any of them because my Walmart stopped carrying all G.I. Joe and canceled my pre-order
anymore. I didn't go.
I don't go
I'm
anywhere.
standing up to the big corporations.
Good for you. You're like, just give me the bins.
Yeah. If you're buying stuff at the bins, you're not supporting these big corporations. You're just supporting the bins.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
fine.
just going to
I've checked.
stores.
It's fine.
Antique stores. I've gone backwards.
Antique stores and bins. Yeah, I love my antique store. I love
just like
seeing the antique.
Perusing the past. I showed you.
Yeah.
I don't have it with me. I was walking the antique store yesterday, and I think I found 6 Battle Beasts, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
I grabbed those.
Beasts, they are just like, they're going to be the next big thing. Like somebody.
They should
like
be.
Enough people need to realize how great they are.
I'm honestly surprised we have the Mr. Beast lab stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised we don't have Mr. Battle Beast.
Mr. Battle Beast. Why not?
As like a follow-up. They're
Remember
just too fantastic.
4 Horsemen were going to sculpt a Mr. Beast toy? That never happened, right? Somebody realized that was a bad idea.
A Mr. Beast toy or just a Beast, Battle Beast toys?
No, they showed it off at one of the San Diego Comic Cons. It was Mr. Beast, and we were like, somebody needs to tell them this is not a good partnership for them, and it never happened. So as far as I know, it never happened.
I just remember that was it Diamond Select was going to do mini mates of the Battle Beasts, and we were like, that's not what we want.
Did they not
they
come out?
They did, but it wasn't what we wanted.
No. They always tried to make everything mini mates. It's like no one likes this form factor. I like them when they did the first series of Star Trek and they were like 4 inches, but then they realized that if they got the Star Wars license or Marvel, they couldn't do 4-inch toys. So they're like, fine, we'll make them little. That's fine. And they just lost a little something, but I still have a million of them. The Ghostbusters were fun. Back to McFarlane. We got some nice photos of their NBA line. I think these look great. The one thing that's going to be really annoying is they don't have hip swivels. So they're not going to be able to like put their leg out a different direction. I don't know why he refuses to use that. I mean, from the waist up, they're pretty much exactly what starting lineup looked like. They also don't have the tattoos, just like starting lineup. So they're the perfect continuation. I think that I heard that the hands have magnets to hold the ball, which is a fun little feature. But these will be much cheaper than the starting lineup. No NFTs though. If you were just in it for the NFTs, but I can't wait to see the football guys. I think that's really going to be where these catch fire. We saw Hellboy. Here's Savage Dragon with a Fu Manchu. I'm not familiar with this version of Savage Dragon, but he looks cool. He's just got a Fu Manchu. That's so funny. I wouldn't think of his dragon body being able to grow hair because he doesn't have hair anywhere else. He's also bald. But I guess he has eyebrows.
I like that we got Dragon here, but we also got on the Marvel Legends side of thing, we got Professor Hulk in the black
bunny slippers.
Yeah, but he's wearing the black undershirt, whereas Dragon there's
the
wearing
wife
the
beater
white undershirt.
Is that the word you were trying to search for? Wife beater.
It was.
Do we say that anymore?
We
don't say wife beater anymore. But you know what it is. That's what Kid Rock wears. If it's Kid Rock, you can call it that because that seems appropriate. I think it's called an A shirt. Is that what like the official name for it is?
I always just called it an undershirt.
Yeah, but it's a very specific undershirt because it's like a tank top, but it's not a tank top. It's an undershirt tank top. Commonly referred to in the 90s Wolverine as a wife beater.
Yes.
I'm going to keep saying it until we get demonetized.
Go for it.
I don't have a picture of that Hulk, but I will put one right here if you're listening on TikTok. He comes with the removable pink bunny slippers. Oh, very quickly, we've seen images of the Godzilla Power Rangers. Again, I don't know anything about Godzilla. These look fine. I have no interest in these. I might have interest in the actual Godzilla wearing the Dragon Zord body. So this is like when they would do like Dragon Megazord, Mega Dragon Zord, but like the other way, where he would just like fold out and it's like sit on his head on the Megazord's
so
head and come
satisfied.
down.
Like he's like really happy. This is the Godzilla. He's very happy that this is happening.
This is his final form. I don't know like how this is going to be sold. I don't know anything about this, but it looks fine. It looks very funny. This could be like my one piece from this line. I would be like, that's it. That's all I needed. I just needed that
and the Pink Ranger. The Pink Ranger looks interesting
like
enough as Mothra.
Mothra?
Yeah.
I don't like
that.
Right.
Everything else, not great, but for whatever reason, they went real hard on the sculpt for the Pink Ranger and Mothra. Everyone else, really like the Black Ranger, and I don't even know who he's supposed to be, but it looks bad.
He looks great.
Green Ranger, you can tell is Godzilla.
Sure.
But the Pink Ranger Mothra, it's like you're just a completely different toy line.
Her feet look like Transformer feet, where they have like the circle parts, like their gears.
Like RC.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like RC. Yeah, I don't know why that would be a Mothra thing, but whatever. Let's see. Anything else we got to talk about this week? We did good. There's Ultimate Pee-wee, which they've already done, but I guess it has new heads, and they have the head where it has like Scotch tape. He's got Scotch tape. I guess 5 total.
He's got a couple more friends.
They look really good. I don't know if I thought the first Ultimate heads didn't look good.
How are they going to fit all that in that box?
Really good.
How are they going to fit all that in that box? Behind it.
Oh, that's fine. That's not hard. They just put one friend on 3/4 and then put the 5. Oh, I do like that he comes with all the friends. Who did the first one come with? Did he come with any of the friends?
Just Terry.
Oh, he came with Terry, so we get Terry again. Then we get the marionette. I always thought the marionette was funny because he just looks like he would be wearing a white beater.
Right.
He's a jerk. He's just a jerk. But I do think these. Oh, it comes with a. Well, I'm not going to say the word for it, but the thatchel. What is it? Like like the stick that has all your stuff tied in it, like an unhomed person.
What are you not supposed to call it?
If you're in England, there's a word for it, I believe. I believe there's a word for it, but I'm not even going to chance it. There's no reason. There's no reason to chance it.
I thought it was just called the bindle.
The what bindle? There you go. But I do think there's another word for it.
I'm
not
sure there is.
Yeah, another word
bindle.
For bindle. I'm being very inappropriate tonight. Maybe I'm wrong. I really thought there was. I might be wrong. Never mind.
What are you thinking of? Are you thinking of a pile of sticks?
Maybe. What's that?
I can't say that.
Yep. That's what I was thinking of.
That's what you're thinking of.
That was what I was thinking of. That's
the English phrase for a pile of sticks.
Why would that be a thing? Isn't that also what a cigarette is called? How did words
cigarette is the
become
abbreviated three-word form, 3-letter form. Is
that because like a pile of cigarettes? It kind of looks like a pile of sticks. Is that where it comes from?
Maybe. I always just thought it was funny when they said they were going to bum one, because you always say, "Can I bum a cig?" But if you're in England,
you're in England.
Do you bum?
All hell is breaking loose.
If you get this far in the show, do your research and find out what the pile of sticks is. Find out what England calls a cigarette.
Vocabulary lesson for the day. Oh, here's
one.
NECA's doing what? This one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. NECA doing McDonald's. Here's Ultimate Grimace, which I guess this is fine. I don't know what I would want.
Well, they were smart by putting Grimace is the face. Yeah, he's not as puppety. I don't know. He's not
another
exciting.
Paul Harding sculpt. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't look
Crazy
as puppety
taste
to me.
bud.
It should look like the costume.
Should.
It looks really. I mean, it's weird. It looks weird. They're also doing the Ben Cooper Kids version.
Someone's gonna
of
stick that thing
Birdie.
somewhere. We're gonna find it. It's gonna wind up on some
No.
medical show.
He looks the way that they have his head segmented. It really looks like a candy corn to me. Like it needs one more segmentation, and then he's the candy corn. Ben Cooper Kids of Hamburglar and Birdie. I don't know if they'll get ultimates. This is interesting. I know Mego did them back in the day.
They
So
did.
there's some precedent for this. I mean, I don't know if like McDonald's is at like a high point in terms of people being excited about the marketing. You can see the ultimate Ronald like drawing in the back because he's got the elbow joint there. So they want to do them. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if starting with Grimace is the way to go.
Which actor they're going to pick to portray
Which Ronald actor? Yeah.
Ronald,
It'll probably be like Randy. Like we have to pick someone in-house so we don't pay royalties to anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, what else? I don't even know what this is. The company that makes those sneakers, Bull Air. We've talked about them.
Yeah.
The guy
Yes, we have.
from them contacted us once, and he was like, oh, "I'd love to give your wife a free pair of sneakers." And I was like, "Okay, but then I didn't want to be like, which one of us? We're two people. We each have wives." And he was like, "Have your wife message me her size or something." I was like, "I don't think I'm gonna. I don't need sneakers that bad, but that's fine. I'm sure you're legit." They're starting a toy company called Sneak Attack Toys, and that's fun. They have a fun property here with The Last Dinosaur, Denver. I watched this as a kid. He had a cool guitar. He reminded me of Dizzy Dinosaur, the board game. And then Chuck E. Cheese mascot. So... Again, I'm not sure if people are clamoring for, especially like current day Chuck E. Cheese. Is this current day? No, I guess this is like classic.
No, that's
Chuck
not.
E. Cheese.
It's classic Chuck.
Yeah, older.
Looks so sinister on that box art. Looks like he's gonna get you. It looks like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Well, I mean that's obviously.
I know.
I mean, you can't escape that if you tried.
Valentine's Day rolled around. I got the kid.
Happy
He's going through a little Five Nights at Freddy's phase. He watched the movie.
That's fun.
Yeah, they have them at Target. They have this Endo series where you build the character around like an endoskeleton of it. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fun. It's got good playability because you can. Did you have any of those? Have you seen them?
I've seen them. I admire them. But there's the only ones
Jazzwares,
I picked up are the ones from Five
Jazzwares
Below.
puts them out. Okay, and Jazzwares puts these out.
Good playability.
So they're fun.
I'm not up on the lore. That's like, how many characters are there? They've made this many toys, but they're like based on the game. But the game is weird because it's like, it's almost like still images. Like you're not really seeing these characters move or anything. Like it's flash animation.
But this was
weird.
He saw the newer movie and he was just, we got this. I thought, this might keep him preoccupied trying to put it together, and he immediately needed my help. He's like, "Dad, help me put this together." I was like, "Oh, buddy,
damn it, kid, learn
and then
to do something on your own."
He lost the foot tonight. Like he's had it for like 8 hours. He lost one of the feet because it comes with multiple feet. So it's like one of those toys where it's like if you lose one piece, it's pretty much trash. So like he lost the foot, and I spent the night like looking. No, because he just put a different foot on his foot. So he's got like the robot foot, and then he's got two costumed feet.
Oh, I got you.
And I was like, I couldn't find the robotic foot, and I was like, oh, your cousins are like this too. They lose something, but they don't give a damn. But you know what? The minute you lose a toy, it's garbage. Yeah. All it is garbage. If you lose a piece to it, you might as well just throw it out. It's not complete. My wife walked in. She's like, I found the foot, and I was like, oh, great, cool. Thank your mom.
It's a toy again. We saved the day.
It's a toy. Yeah.
You had the trash can in your hand, and you're about to like sweep it.
Yeah. No, I was ready.
Oh, never mind.
How dare you play with your toys?
Play with your toys. They're not trash. Final story tonight, unless I think of something else. Remember when that first Hulk movie came out back in the day, and they made those big Nerf Hulk fists,
the Ang Lee.
and like everyone had them. Yeah, it was like such a fun like toy advancement. It's like holy shit.
It was. It was like sock 'em boppers, but they were a little foamier. They did make sounds. Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they made
sounds.
sounds.
Every subsequent Hulk property, like they did a couple Hulk movies and they did Avengers. They've released new Hulk hands, and they've gotten progressively worse. I think they're to the point where they're inflatable. Like they're just the worst. There's like one that has a missile that shoots.
They've shrunk in size. They're
smaller.
They're not,
sure.
The quality's gone.
Yeah, they're just not great.
No.
So Marvel Legends is releasing, or Hasbro is releasing Marvel Legends premium role play 1-to-1 scale. I don't know if this is a really 1-to-1. Electronic Hulk hands. And like, that's great. You know, this is like what we had back in the day. You know, it looks fun. They're big. Yeah, they're bigger. Yeah, they're definitely bigger.
Like it's not a kid playing with those. It's an adult. It's
this
a
is
grown man.
This is for adults. So like back in the day, we would buy those, and you know they couldn't have been that expensive because everybody had them. How much do you think these are going to cost? How much these are going to run you?
$75? I don't know.
No, $110.
God damn it!
$109.99 for your Hulk hands, but you get two,
God.
right and the left.
So what's? Oh, stop!
How big
I had no idea. Oh my, that's so disappointing. Oh Jesus! You know,
let's go
he's
play
like,
with our Hulk hands. Not for that price.
He's like, he's got no money, and like his mom told him his whole life, stop spending your money on crap, and he's just shouting to the air, "Mom!" That is the image right there. Mom.
I was saying the actor they got for this probably was hoping they were going to have him doing something with Wolverine.
He's got your haircut.
Like the sideburns. He does have my haircut. It's very sharp. I'm going to keep this picture next time I go to the barber. I'm going to give me the Hulk hands guy haircut. It looks nice. That's how you turn them on.
Press the button.
You pay your $100. Yeah.
It's almost like, so I feel like the original one said Hulk on the cuff too, on the wrist as well.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
You knew it wasn't just random large green hands. It was from the Hulk. $110. Let's go get 2 pairs and fight. It's a collectible, sir. I can't risk it. Imagine take a chunk out of
foam.
That.
Imagine your kid. You give it to your kid, and your kid bites it. Oh,
he's gonna bite. He's gonna take a chunk out of it.
Oh,
that's what we did. That's what we did back then. Well, that was a very full episode of Toy Fair. I feel like we did a very thorough job. We did not see. I did not see much from Mattel WWE or He-Man. I saw something for He-Man, but it was stuff we had already seen. Nothing new.
Yeah.
What else from Hasbro? Nothing for Star Wars other than the Grogu, but that might be by intentional.
Right.
There might be more stuff to talk about.
Mr. Stevie did more in releasing a lot of the newer items.
Oh yeah.
Which.
Okay.
ATRT. I had a big issue with the ATRT, both obviously because of the price, but also because they're calling it Imperial Remnant ATRT. But that ATRT's been around since the Clone Wars, so how can it be? Wouldn't it have been like a Republic Remnant ATRT? I don't know. It's semantics, but whatever.
The Empire took possession of it, so it's like whoever had it last, it's their remnant.
Oh yeah, so they're the Republic was always the Empire. Yeah, I get it. I get that.
Well, that's good.
Oh, are they still doing this? Squadron's still around? This
is Jazzwares Micro Squadron, Micro Galaxy.
Are they not AT-ATs?
I don't think they are. I think there's something else. There's like another letter. Maybe. I don't actually know.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what Fake Eyes. Does he have anything new? I should just go
Oh, you wanted to talk about that Jabba real quick.
I don't even care. I just thought Sideshow had already done a 12-inch scale.
They did,
scale.
But now they've done another one, and it's got that steam effect. So when he blows his hookah,
that's stupid. I don't care about that.
Yeah,
that's all it does. So his eyes light up. I always thought it was funny when characters' eyes lit up in movies. It's like, what's causing that? Like Java, why are your eyes lighting up?
Right.
What are you, a fish? Like no land character has eyes that light up. That's very strange. Here's that Hulk that we're talking about, the Smart Hulk. This Hulk looks so much better than Maximum Hulk. This is like a very good Hulk with his undershirt. Yeah. Plus you get the bunny slippers. This is very fun. Professor Hulk. I guess that's it for day one.
Oh, beautiful.
We did a good job. We covered a lot of stuff. There's some more NECA. NECA's really run through the tune stuff. They're doing individual
Yeah,
turtles
I'm no longer.
in, like,
Is that he a
costumes.
beekeeper
Like, this
there?
is
What the hell is it?
ridiculous. He's a beekeeper with a beard.
Okay.
The sailor wrap with his heart eyes. This is Michelangelo going shopping in the winter, I guess. And then is there a Leo?
Oh, again?
No, they don't show a Leo.
Leo's
He's
there,
doing
but
something.
well, Leo was there, but then he
about.
also just had the full mask, which was a completely different character. So
Oh, that's right. He has like the human mask. That's so creepy.
yeah,
Jazzware is bringing back Fortnite 6-inch. It's funny. I'm like, oh, okay. I play Fortnite now. I can recognize all these characters. I don't know. I don't see these characters in the game. Nobody's using these skins anymore. Like they're all using like IP skins. Nobody's using these original skins. This is nothing. Here's your Five Nights at Freddy's. See, these are weird.
Oh,
Like, why do
boy.
they look like this?
I don't know.
It's like the
I don't know
anime
anything
of
about them.
Oh, here's the NECA Fortnite horror with his electric keyboard. Oh, there's their back bling too. That's cute.
He's probably
I think that's
playing. He's
fun.
probably got the
That's a fun
keyboard
way to
because
do
of
it.
the
song?
the synthesizer. Yeah, the song. It's done on,
That's really smart, actually. That's
it's done
really
on a
funny.
keyboard.
NECA's funny. I like what they do. All right, that's fine. All right, everybody. Well, you know what we say. We don't want to grow up, but we already did. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
I still wanna be a toy.